You know, my philosophy is to be perfect, to not answer on questions why you did this, why you did that, and have some excuses.
Hey, what's up? This is Antonio. Welcome back to my channel. Now, who's ready for some fighting words? In this video, I want to do a fight breakdown for Dmitry Bivol versus Artur Beterbiev. Really quick, if you like the videos, please take the time right now. Subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and do that right now. It only takes one click. And also, if you could, hit the thumbs up button. It shows love and it supports this channel. Power. Is it Dmitry Bivol or is it Artur Beterbiev? Well, I still think it's Artur Beterbiev. I mean, we all know it's Artur Beterbiev. However, Dmitry Bivol, now I do believe he has the power to back Beterbiev off of him. And he's shown that in not one, but two fights. He also shown that, you know, if he stays grounded for too long or stationary for too long, he gets overwhelmed by the power of Beterbiev. So it's definitely Artur Beterbiev. Range. We've seen it in both fights, but more so in the second fight. Dmitry Bivol has to stay on the outside. Dmitry Bivol has to continue moving. Dmitry Bivol has to continue to circle Beterbiev. And I think that's, listen, that was a strategy that worked very well in the second fight. Also tying him up. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Punch output, Dmitry Bivol. Dmitry Bivol. That's his... I think he has a solid chin. I think he has a granite chin, and he's shown it not one but two fights. You know, he also fought heavy hitters like Canelo Alvarez. He's got a granite chin. You can hit him, but it's not gonna stop him. You know, I've been saying it. These Eastern Europeans are tough. They're built for tough, and you know, Dmitry Bivol is no different. I get it. He may not have the punching power of Beterbiev, but with the right amount of punch output, it doesn't really matter, because if I just keep you on the defensive while I'm just shooting offense all day long, it doesn't really matter. So yeah, Dmitry Bivol all day. That double and triple jab worked in the second fight especially. And if it ain't broke, once again, don't try to fix it. Let's see. Footwork, Dmitry Bivol. That second fight was just smart. Continue to circle. I don't know what he thought in the first fight where he's like, I'm going to be flat-footed. Even though I've never done this in my entire career. I'm going to be flat-footed. I don't know what he thought. I don't know why he did that. I don't know why he chose to do that, even as the rounds went on. But that was a decision that he made, and for some odd reason, he stuck with it. I don't believe it was a great decision at all. And I think he learned from that fight, especially when he had a chance to look at it himself. I think he learned from that fight. He's like, I'm not doing that anymore. I've never done that before, and I don't know why I picked the hardest, biggest puncher in the world to try that with. And it didn't benefit him very much. So the second fight, he was very mobile. He was very much on his feet, like I said, circling around. And it worked. It worked. That with the punch output, it worked beautifully. Defense. Dmitry Bivol. I think he has better defense. I think he's better at slipping punches. I think he's better at gauging distance. I think he's better at getting out of dodge. His footwork. I think he's better with head movement. I think he's better with riding punches. And I think he's better with different forms of defense. You know, not just a high guard, but maybe a cross guard. Maybe a good old, you know, Mayweather and do the shoulder roll. While you have Artur Beterbiev, he tends to do the same thing. See, here's the problem with big punchers, and I've said this before. When you're a big puncher, you're not used to going that way. And, you know, like, you're not used to backing up, or you tend to be the aggressor, you tend to be the one moving forward. So your defense, not to say it's not going to be great or anything like that, but that's not what his mind is on. And that's one of the reasons why he lost the second fight, because his mind wasn't on defense. Just because you hit hard and just because you're a tough guy doesn't mean you shouldn't be mindful of your defense and work on your defense, because who's to say you knock the guy out? Let's see. We have creativity. Dmitry Bivol, by far. I mean, the first fight, I didn't see a whole lot of creativity, although I knew he had it, but he didn't display a ton of it. The second fight, he displayed a lot more of it. I'm assuming this third fight, he's definitely going to display a lot more of it. And let's go on down to dog. Who's got more dog in him? push comes to shove, we're cutting it down to the line again. Listen, 2 times they went out 12 rounds. What's going to separate in this fight? Okay, we know both guys can push forward. We know both guys can take it to another level because one guy won, the other guy won. So we know both guys can take it to another level. Well, there's another tier. And it's whoever wants it is going to reach up and reach for that last tier. That's where we're at right now. Now, that could be, I'm going for a knockout. Like, I am legitimately going for a knockout. No matter what, I'm not taking it all the way to the last rounds, and I'm certainly not leaving it in the hands of the judges. I'm going for a knockout. Who's got more dog? I think it's a tie. Dmitry Bivol has shown that he is no walk in the park. And a lot of people said he was going to get knocked out. This guy never said he was going to get knocked out. This guy was picking him from the first fight. And you know what? It's no different in this fight. I do believe that he was robbed in the first fight, and this is his time. This is his moment. Unfortunately, now he has an L because he was robbed in that first fight. But he's got the belts now. And while I'm talking about the belts, let me address something really quick. All you people who are saying that Dmitry Bivol is ducking David Benavidez to fight Artur Beterbiev, how in the world is that a duck? That makes no sense. That's like literally saying, I don't want to fight the lion because I'd rather fight the tiger. That makes no sense. What are you talking about? Artur Beterbiev is a lot more dangerous on paper. He's a lot more dangerous than David Benavidez. Artur Beterbiev, outside of Dmitry Bivol, stops everybody. What are you talking about? It's not safe fighting that man. Yet, Dmitry Bivol says, we got to make this right. He gave me the opportunity. And Dmitry Bivol is going to be a man of his word. And I also believe it came down to Artur Beterbiev. He said if he would have won the first fight, I wouldn't get a rematch. So I think he's just being a sportsman, maybe, showing love to his fellow countrymen. And he's like, you know what? You get the rematch. I don't really think it's a thing that you get the rematch. It's only right. It's only fair. And we got to settle this thing. Even as fans, we want to see it settled. It's not settled. It's not settled in Beterbiev's heart. It's not settled in Bivol's heart. It's not settled. It's not settled with me because they're so close and they're so even. Something has to separate them. That's the reason why Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano are fighting again, because it's too close. Something has to separate. What's one of the things that can separate? Punching power. Punching power. That's one of the things that can separate. Or maybe somebody could just have a Super Saiyan moment and like Roy Jones every round, and it's like 11-9 every round. Now, maybe that could happen as well. I don't know, but I know in this fight, it's all or nothing for Artur Beterbiev. He's, I never want to say a guy's at the end of the road or anything like that, but he's older. I don't foresee 3 more years in boxing for him. So when you factor that in, and when you factor how he could go out, I could go out with a ton of belts, 3 belts, and just have one more fight, get that 4th belt, and be done and walk away with a ton of money. So there's something on the line right there. Then there's something on the line because contrary to what either one of these guys says, there's clearly something between them that we, the public, don't know because neither one of them are very talkative. But there's something between them, and it's very competitive, and it's very personal. I remember it was Artur Beterbiev. He said, hey, he knows. And Bivol's like, I don't know anything. Know what? Like, I don't know what you're talking about. What do I know? But I do believe there's something between them. And it's got to get settled. I want to see it, and I want to see it settled, and I want to see a clear-cut champion. I don't want to see sometimes we don't get that. But in a perfect world, I want to see somebody where it's just like, oh, he definitely won that fight. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Whether or not it's a knockout or not, no, he definitely won that fight. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Let's see. That brings us to mental toughness. Who's more mentally tough? So I think it's both of them. Both of them are each other's first loss. It's both of them. It's equal. It's only right. It's equal. And he's running it back because he ran it back. So it's equal. They're both mentally tough. This is a tie. They're both mentally tough. They're both going into the toughest fight of their life, by far. So when I hear people say that he's ducking David Benavidez, how are you ducking David Benavidez to fight somebody who has like a 90% knockout ratio? That doesn't make any sense. How are you ducking David Benavidez to fight somebody who you've gotten 24 rounds under? Now he knows you, like he knows you. What are you talking about? That's not a duck. That's dangerous because he knows you and he hits hard. And he knows you. So he knows all your tells. He knows everything about the way you move. On top of watching tape, he's been in there with you round after round after round. What are you talking? That's dangerous. David Benavidez hasn't knocked anybody out since he's moved up. That is not the most dangerous fight for Dmitry Bivol. So for all of you who are saying that, I don't know what you're thinking when you see it. Is it a dangerous fight? Yes, a dangerous fight. But is it a more dangerous fight? I don't think so. I think it's an equally dangerous fight. If you want to say it like that. David Benavidez is young. David Benavidez is big. David Benavidez is a very durable guy. David Benavidez has very fluid hands. He has a lot of qualities. But to sit there and say that's a duck, that's a stretch and a lot of imagination. Lastly, danger. Who's more dangerous between the two? Is it Artur Beterbiev or is it Dmitry Bivol? Who's more dangerous? Honestly, right now, Artur Beterbiev is more dangerous in the sense that I can't outbox this guy. I'm at the end of my rope in this career, in this sport. It's now or never. It's now or never. I'm not going to get another opportunity with Dmitry Bivol, and rightfully so. It's now or never. I got to go for this. I think he's more dangerous. I do. But who am I choosing or picking to win the fight? I have Dmitry Bivol. I think he's faster. I think he's shown that he can take the most solid of punches. I think he's very intelligent. I think he knows how to win. Not just how to beat somebody, but how to win. He has that thing like Floyd Mayweather. He has that thing like, what's his name? Sugar Ray Leonard. When he fought Tommy Hearns, and when he fought Hagler. He knows how to win. Hey, every 10 seconds, you let me know. I'm going to do a flurry. I'm going to steal the round. He just knows how to win. And I think Dmitry Bivol has that too. He knows how to win. He knows how to tie people up. Some people are, oh, you're tying him up. Listen, no, I'm getting out of trouble right now. You can say whatever you want. I just need to get out of this corner. I'm going to tie you up. Simple as that. And I think he understands that. I think he knows how to win. I'm going with Dmitry Bivol. I went with Dmitry Bivol in the first fight. I went with Dmitry Bivol in the second fight. And guess what? I'm going with Dmitry Bivol in the third fight. Drop your thoughts down below.